We work with them every single day. They're a part of our lives now. But the big question is, do computers actually have harmful effects on our health? Well, I have the man here, the expert, Dr. Marc, to really explain to us what we could be doing to ourselves without even really realizing it. It can happen, right?
In the wrong hands at the wrong time, used incorrectly, yeah, this can hurt you.
So I've always thought of, when you're constantly typing away and your wrists start to hurt a little bit, can carpal tunnel be a factor when you're sitting at your computer every day?
Yes, you can get carpal tunnel from spending too much time on your computer. Carpal tunnel means that one of the nerves, called the median nerve, that goes in your wrist to your hand becomes compressed by extra tissue, by scar tissue. So if you are sitting in the same position for too long and your wrists are maybe cocked back, you can develop scarring of the wrist. How do you prevent that? Make sure that your wrists are relaxed as you're typing, and if you start to feel a twinge of pain, see an orthopedist or professional.
I think another big thing is something that I do when I can't fall asleep at night. The first thing I do is sit there on my iPad and I'll go nonstop looking at things, but I don't know if that necessarily is a good thing.
You're not alone.
Okay.
I'm awake at night, I'm trying to get to sleep. Oh, guess what? I'm going to look at the computer or iPad or my iPhone. It's going to keep you up. The bright light, it's not that there's something wrong with the computer, it's the light. The light changes the concentration of melatonin in your brain, and it makes you stay awake.
What about eye strain? Because I know sometimes even people who don't have glasses on, they'll sit and they'll read really close to the computer.
It happens, and a lot of people get just absolutely splitting headaches from reading fine print or staring at the computer. The solution there, it's really easy. Make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're not having to squint and concentrate, and don't read for 2 straight hours on the computer. Take a break every 15 or 20 minutes, relax your eyes, the muscles to your eyes, and you won't get a headache. Good
advice. What about posture? I feel like that's something, my great-grandmother, my aunt, always are telling me, shoulders back, shoulders back. But when you're sitting at a computer, sometimes that's not necessarily what you're doing.
You are right. This is bad. Bent over, hunched over, this is good. Sit up. When you're sitting at the computer, make sure your back is touching your chair so you're straight. You want a right angle from my torso to my hips, right angle. I want my knees bent, and I want my arms to be able to rest comfortably. Again, something close to a right angle.
Sounds good to me. I think I'm taking all these tips in. Shoulders back, I'm ready to go. I'm going to stay away from these guys for a little bit. Thanks, Dr. Marc.
My pleasure. For Fox 8, I'm Dr. Marc.
Dr. Marc is sponsored by the Cleveland Clinic.